Examining the 1987 P1 dime, it's important to first consider its place within the Roosevelt Dime series, which was introduced as a tribute to the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Upon his death in 1945, a national movement quickly grew to create a coin that would memorialize his legacy, particularly his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The coin, which was first minted in 1946, featured a portrait of Roosevelt designed by John R. Sinek, a talented engraver at the U.S. Mint. Sinek's design would go on to become one of the most enduring depictions of Roosevelt, and it remains in use to this day on the obverse of the dime. The reverse of the coin, also designed by Sinek, features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. This combination of design elements has come to represent the ideals of the United States in a manner that resonates strongly with American citizens, regardless of the decade or the specific year of the coin's production. The 1987 P dime, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, falls into the category of post-1964 dimes, which are made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. This composition was introduced following the silver crisis of the 1960s, when rising silver prices prompted the U.S. government to shift away from using silver in its coins. As a result, the Roosevelt Dime, which was originally minted in 90% silver, became a copper-nickel-clad coin, with a core of pure copper and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The change in composition was part of a broader effort to reduce the cost of minting coins while still maintaining the integrity and appearance of the U.S. currency system. For collectors, the 1987 P dime represents another example of this era of transition, with the copper-nickel-clad dimes being less valuable in terms of metal content than their silver predecessors, but still maintaining the same design elements. As for the mintage of the 1987 P1 dime, approximately 1.28 billion coins were produced, making it one of the more common coins from the series. This high mintage figure reflects the widespread circulation of the 1987 P1 dime, meaning that it is readily available for collectors and the general public alike. In fact, finding a 1987 P dime in circulation is not particularly difficult, as the coin remained in circulation for many years after its initial minting. While this large mintage ensures that the coin is not rare by any means, it also means that the 1987 P dime is widely accessible to collectors who may wish to include it in their Roosevelt dime collections. In terms of market value, the 1987 P dime, like many other coins from this era, is not particularly valuable in its circulated state. A typical 1987 P dime found in everyday circulation is worth only its face value of 10 cents. However, coins that have been well preserved and remain in uncirculated condition can be worth more, typically in the range of $1 to $2, depending on the grade of the coin. Coins that have been graded by professional services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCG, may fetch a higher price, but even uncirculated examples are still relatively modest in value due to the high mintage. Proof coins, which are specially struck for collectors, may have a slightly higher value, with the 1987 PE proof dime typically worth between $3 and $10, depending on its condition and whether it is accompanied by its original packaging. Despite its relatively low value in most conditions, the 1987 P dime can be of interest to collectors for a number of reasons. First, as part of the Roosevelt Dime series, it contributes to the completion of sets that span several decades. The Roosevelt Dime series is a popular choice for collectors who enjoy focusing on a specific type of coin that has remained largely unchanged for many years. The 1987 P dime, as a piece from the 1980s, serves as a representative example of the coinage of that era. Collectors who specialize in acquiring coins from specific years or decades often seek out examples like the 1987 P dime to complete their collections. Additionally, there may be some collectors who focus on collecting coins from specific mints, such as the Philadelphia Mint, which produced the 1987 P dime. For these collectors, the 1987 P coin offers a tangible connection to the history of U.S. coinage. In addition to collectors interested in completing sets or focusing on specific years and mints, there are also those who focus on errors and anomalies in the coinage process. Like many other coins, the 1987 P dime has the potential for minting errors, which can make certain examples more valuable or desirable to collectors. Some of the most common errors found on the 1987 P dime include off-center strikes, die cracks, and double dies. Off-center strikes occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the press during minting, resulting in a design that is misaligned or incomplete. These errors can be visually striking and are often highly sought after by collectors who specialize in unusual or rare coins. Die cracks, which occur when the metal die used to strike the coin develops cracks or fissures, can also be found on the 1987 P dime. These cracks may be minor, but they can be an interesting feature for collectors who enjoy finding examples of coins with unusual minting characteristics. Doubled dies, where the design appears to be doubled due to a mistake in the minting process, are less common, but can be particularly valuable if they are noticeable and well preserved.